A lot of fun growing your own fruit and veg, and today I'm going to go to the garden, pick out some bits and pieces to make my lamb stew. So here, let's go. Let's go and have a look in the garden. I'm going to make a lamb and vegetable stew. I'm going to grab a little bit of thyme and a little bit of parsley to start off. I've got the parsley and thyme. I'm going to pull this. It's not going to be that big, but I don't need a real big one for my stew. This is a parsley. And a little bit of second shoot broccoli that you get after you cut the main head off. Turn your broccoli going. Let's chop these off. They're going in the stew as well. A bit of that spinach off, along with nice little turnips I'm going to chuck in the stew as well. I just pulled a couple of carrots. Why don't you just take a few leaves of this pak choi to go in the stew as well. All the stuff out of the garden is parsnip, carrot, turnip, bit of pak choi I pulled out, some silver bee, 2 different types of parsley and some thyme. Oh, a few little what we call second shoots of the broccoli. That's all going in the lamb stew, which I'm going to add onions, carrots, garlic, and of course lamb. Let's get started. All right, these are the offcut of lamb chops. In other words, not really good ones. They're put in a package and sold really cheap. So what I am going to do is put them in the pan and just brown them off. Have a bit of a sizzle. Probably about, I don't know, 7 or 8 odd looking lamb chops, which is okay. They still taste good, even if they're odd looking. As you'll see, odd they may be, but tasty. See, there's a couple of really thin ones and thicker ones. They come to the end of a loin, they just think they don't look pretty to be put into a packet of others, so they sell them cheap and I buy them cheap. Oh, we're probably going to need to add a little bit of seasoning to that. A little bit of salt, don't be shy, it's just going to be the end result of being in the stew anyway. Pepper. Right, after I'll brown these off over the next 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll come back. I'll chuck some onions in. All right, they're brown nicely. What I'm going to do is actually take them out and take all the bones out. Because you can leave them in, but little kids have a bowl of it, they'll be all sad. But anyway, you can probably hear one of my grandsons in the background. So, just take all the meat off the bones and add the veg and keep going. Right, all the veg are in the pan. Just stick some chicken stock. Any sort of stock, vegetable stock, it's up to you. Chicken and lamb go well. Lamb stock if you want it. Okay. Let that simmer away after I get it up to a rolling light boil. And then I will add all the rest of the meat. It's still on the bone. I'm just letting it cool down. You can see there's a lot of produce from our garden. There's a lot of produce from the family. Hi Jackson, how are you? Right, back to the stew. Debone, chuck in, simmer for about an hour. Right, that's coming to a nice simmer. That's what I wanted. Now, even though I seasoned the meat when I sealed it, what I'm just going to do is add a little bit more seasoning. There's a little bit more sea salt, just a touch more black pepper. In there is garlic and ginger as well. And I just like to add, as people know, a little bit of Worcestershire, because I can. Just a bit, just a little layer of flavour. All I have to do now is stir it around a little bit. And I shall put on the lid. Come back, 25 minutes and check it. Right, it's been about 25, maybe 30 minutes. It's looking good. Smells great. And at this stage, it's just about done. What I'm going to do is give it a bit of a mush. Here's a musher. Just a bit of a mush, not completely going to pulverise it. This will help thicken the stew, by the way, as well. As you can see before your very eyes. There's just a little bit of al dente in the carrots, I can feel it. So I'm going to put the lid back on, leave it for about 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll dish up dinner. Alright, it's dish up time. I'm going to have a bowl of lamb and homegrown vegetable soup. Smells good. That will do. If I want more, I can come back. That is our lamb and vegetable soup. Other than the lamb, most of that came from my back garden. About a couple of bits of bread. All right, the wife's having hers in a cup because she likes to. And a little bit extra pepper, because I do like pepper. Probably a little bit of my homemade chili sauce. Yum. What does it taste like?
Good.
I shall give it the taste test. Oh, that's yum. Anyway, that's what we're having for dinner. Homemade soup, only out of the garden.